Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the stream today. I hope this finds everybody well. I'm at it again. One more day. I'm going to be working, trying to focus on my Japan vacation photos. We had a fantastic time. I've been trying to tag it and categorize things. I've got the culling down of 1,000 photos have been culled so far, and I got a couple more thousand to go. Dottore got a watch streak on a 3-stream streak. That's awesome. Those streams are pretty far apart. Well, these last two were just a day or so apart, but the stream before that was a while. But hi, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm 3 for 3 for real estate shoots this week. Each day I've had at least one real estate shoot. Yesterday I had 2. So it's good to be back in the swing of things. My income took a bit of a hit by being removed from the editing team. It's gotten outsourced for the real estate stuff. So the income's going to be a little bit less steady. But I am starting to get booked for more homes to shoot during the day, which is nice. So it's hopefully going to even itself out. Especially coming from Japan and looking at those camera stores and stuff, I'm really, really craving more gear. So I'm hoping this employment thing works out a little bit better in the coming future so I can actually afford more gear. Because there's a few lenses that I really want to get. And I am in no place to affording them right now. But fingers crossed, work comes through. Might be able to actually afford some more gear to do my work. It's kind of odd that like any sort of big expense I want to make is just more work equipment. Luckily that could be tax deductible and all that, but anyways, I'm just rambling. I'm currently importing a house that I photographed this morning. Looks like the DNG is all converted. I convert them all to DNG so it's a faster upload. And also, one thing I've noticed, CR3 files don't show previews in Google Drive, but DNGs do. So converting to DNG also serves that purpose, which is nice. But yeah, I've created the folders here. Remove the files. I'm not really showing my screen because it might leak some information on this home I photographed this morning, so it might not be good to do. But starting at a little bit of a co-working element here where I am working on uploading some photos for work. And then we're going to get to some play. Working on some vacation photos. I'm very excited to go through more of these photos from Japan. It was a really great time. And I took so many darn pictures. What is autofocus being weird? Hey. Wonder if the focus point is off. It's odd. So I was playing around with my camera a little bit yesterday, and I shot some video on. Was it right here? This lens right here. This is my 24 to 105 kit lens for the mirrorless. And I don't know why, but I don't think I had really ever shot video using this lens before yesterday. And I get it now. I really get why you'd want to upgrade to all RF glass because the autofocus on these newer lenses is amazing. And this is just a kit. Like there's so much better even on the L glass. But man, they are so expensive. The one I was looking at the camera store and just drooling over was the RF 100 to 500 because boy, I would love to be in the realm of like wildlife photographers. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to change the focus point. Oh, it's folded over. Yeah, the focus on me is getting a little bit wonky here. All right, let's see. Show this in Explorer. All right, I need to upload these files. Luckily, I'm on fiber internet, so it's not going to impact the stream at all. All right, doing its upload thing. Hold on, I got a message from the wife. Hey, how you doing out there, Dottore? Hopefully, you're doing good. Copy link. So we've been uploading our photos using a Google form now, which is great. It's all automates and goes to a Trello queue where we could do all the processing and stuff. It's pretty well streamlined at this point. Now I'm going to open up my personal catalog, my primary. So I use separate catalogs for work and play now. All client work is going to go to a separate catalog than my own personal work. I also have separate catalogs for the real estate, and it really helps organize everything and keep everything separate. Also, although I didn't really do it much, like I don't have any temptation to get distracted with personal work and while I'm working on my professional work. Those lines do really get blurred though because I do photography for fun, whether it's work or play. It's just I love doing it. It's wonderful. Speaking of which, I haven't posted about this to Facebook. I should probably do so. Let's see. All right. Get my image here. Where's my streaming media? Thumbnails, Japan thumbnail. So put the thumbnail up. Live now, working on my Japan photos. Come join posts. And I can't post a link to the video within the actual post because Facebook just doesn't like that. So I am going to post the links afterwards. Twitch.tv/Ray Cleveland. All right. For part 2. There we go. All right. Part 2 is live now. Let's go to the main layout and turn my monitor on. Those colors are wild because those are my photos from Team Lab. It was nuts in there. This is a ballroom, very much literally a ballroom. Just full of giant balls, and the color would change and shift throughout the room. I think all of these balls were white. And they just absorbed the color that was all around them. Or maybe they themselves were the ones lighting the room up. I don't really know how that worked. I guess I could Google it. How does the ballroom work in Team Lab? Yeah, Team Lab is it's like an interactive art exhibit. The quick version, Ballroom Team Lab plans a giant space filled with huge inflatable spheres that react to your touch, your movement, and even your presence. The balls change color, shift light patterns, and subtly move as people push through them. It's basically a glowing slow motion obstacle course made of light and air. They all have internal LED lighting, so that theory is true. It can train programmable LEDs that shift color based on an exhibit's current mood. It's a giant mood ring of an exhibit? Lighting is synchronized across the entire room, so when the one ball changes colors, the whole space often follows. It was really interesting. I don't know if I recorded any video of that. Let's see if I did. I'm going to go to my photo here and just show an explorer. That'll come out with my videos. Oh, yeah, I took a ton of videos here. Oh, there's Shibuya. Okay. Oh, here's one of my favorite videos. Let me share this with you. It's so cool. Not Team Lab, but this is before Team Lab. Field of Tulips, but look behind it. It's a giant Gundam. It was massive. Probably at least 50 feet. Like, how tall is Unicorn Gundam? How tall? 19.7 meters or 64.6 feet. That is bigger than the giant Buddha that we visited. Wow. We visited a giant Buddha statue in Nara, and that was 50 feet tall, and it absolutely seemed massive. It seemed bigger than this, but this was a lot bigger. It's 74 feet tall. Wow, that's something. All right. Oh, here's some of my Team Lab video. Let's see if... Okay, here's the ballroom. So yeah, they all move around and change in color. And yeah, I do kind of notice that now. Like right here, one of them turned green, and then like the rest changed green with it. It had some really interesting droning ambient music. Oh, that's my crazy veiny foot. It's a really neat room, though. But the first room you go into is even more cool. It's just giant strips of LED lights. Well, here's the very first one. I don't know if this video really turns out. It was so dark, and you're just walking up a waterfall. And it's followed by a room where you towel off your feet and stuff. Then the next one, yeah, here's the crazy cool room of LED lights. So the top is all mirror, the bottom is all mirror, and it's basically a room of infinite light. You got some more clips of that. We're all like shadows in there. Behind the scenes of one of her selfies. The room is truly beautiful, though. Truly. I think this is looking up. Yeah, looking straight up. Oh, crazy time to freeze. My computer's having a hard time loading those videos. I wonder if it's because I'm also streaming. Maybe that's the deal. It like just doesn't buffer. It's on a fast hard drive. What the heck? VLC's a light player. Wonder if I open it in a different player. Open with let's try just media player. Oh, it's really choppy on here. It's just struggling with the 4K. But yeah, those beautiful spaces. Whoa. The bokeh there was insane. Right here. That's so pretty. So pretty. Here's the room. It was like a milky water. Really hard to see because it was dark. But it is a milky water that was reflecting projected koi and cherry blossom flower petals. Team Lab was a pretty cool experience. But it was kind of the start of being really corralled and uh, just being overwhelmed with the surroundings of people, which is a lot of, it's a good decent portion of the experience in Japan is just be overwhelmed by how many people there are. Just about every like tourist place, if you don't go in the early morning, you're just gonna be surrounded by like shoulder to shoulder with a giant crowd. There's a few destinations we went to because you only have so much of a day, you know. So like we would go to one place in the morning and have like a pretty open individual experience, and then we'd go to a place later in the evening and the crowd is all there. One of our biggest mistakes of places we went to was the Tokyo Sky Tree, which the view up there is 700 or like it's 450 meters up, 750 feet. The view up there of just seeing all the expanse of all of Tokyo, how huge, absolutely huge that city is, was incredible. That was the only time I got to see Mount Fuji, was when we were up there and we saw it at sunset. Captured a few photos of it that I'll probably share today. That was amazing, but the crowds we endured was absolutely not worth it. The line to get down was more than an hour long of just being corralled through like this area there, and it was extremely claustrophobic. It reminded me of I had an experience years ago where I made the mistake to decide to take a trip to Las Vegas in for the 4th of July, which they're just as hot as they are here. Like Arizona is very hot, so is Nevada, and Las Vegas was no exception. It was really hot, but it also turns out only one casino does fireworks for the 4th of July, and that was Caesar's Palace. And so everybody was there to witness those fireworks. And afterwards, we went on a bridge. I think we were trying to go to Bellagio or something. And we experienced pedestrian gridlock on that bridge, where more and more people were trying to cross, but there's a bottleneck where people could not get through, and it had to get broken up by the police, where they had everybody get off the bridge. And unfortunately, I got separated from my party, and they weren't allowing me to cross the bridge to get back to my friends. So that was a crazy night. Some of my experiences in Tokyo were kind of similar to that, where it's just too many people. But my favorite parts wound up being I really enjoyed Kyoto. There's still a lot of people there too, but the nature there was incredible. And I think if I was to go on another trip to Japan, I would definitely go up north and explore some of the nature up north in Japan. And I would definitely go to Kyoto again. And Nara was wonderful. Even though it was a rainy, gloomy day that we were there, we had a wonderful time with all the deer. And yeah, it was incredible. All right. So I'm going to go to my culling here and get back to culling on these. I have just over 2,000 photos left to cull through. I'll hop around to the beginning here. So I got photos of this is we stayed in the Toy Story hotel. It was really neat. These are like the aliens. There is this Woody here. The upstairs area was really cool. You know what? I think gonna turn no filter on real quick. I think this was all a panorama. Let's see if I can merge this into a panorama. Unable to merge. Will spherical work? I may have selected too many. No, I did not. Waiting for that panorama to be created. So this is in I think that photo is kind of adorable of my son holding the slippers that came in our room. Okay, here's the panorama. Okay, let's develop this. Can probably crop it in. Let's see if I think the remove tool added like remove people, right? Detecting distractions. Yeah, there's a few people here, here. Removing distracting people. I don't think it did it. It doesn't look like it removed these people. All right. Oh my gosh, the performance of my computer is not there. Holy cow. Okay. Man, I really should move my OBS to another machine. With that comes a lot of logistics of like putting my microphone on there and what do I do for audio? It's probably going to have a problem AI generating the rest of this penguin. That guy had a really awesome pose going for that picture, though. That was pretty cool. Why does Sheep Chat say there's no chats? Weird. It actually did okay. Wow, I'm really surprised with how it did with the penguin. That is quite impressive. Impressive. All right, back to culling. I suppose I should do more of the Disney stuff while people are not here. Then I'll get to the more interesting stuff when there's actually chat going on with stuff to chat about. This Buzz Lightyear statue was so cool. It's called Slinky Dog Park. Is so good. That path is neat. I like that picture of them in the PJs looking out at the ocean. The view of the ocean was pretty awesome. This is out by the elevator. There's a big mirror, so it would look like you're in a toy box. It's cool stuff. Double check, see if there's been any chats on YouTube. There has not. Nor chats on Twitch. It's been too much of a hiatus, I guess. But part of training to be a streamer is being able to talk when no one's on. So I'm cool. I've done it. Been there. Could do it again. These are all the rings on this train were Duffy themed, which Duffy is a mascot of Tokyo Disney. Really huge there, though I didn't see any Duffy meet and greets while we were there. There's a YouTube channel that we follow called Ordinary Adventures. They're really great travel vloggers that do a lot of Disney stuff, and Kitra on the channel is a big fan of Duffy. I could see why. The Duffy stuff was really adorable. Got a picture of those two early in the morning, waiting in line at Tokyo Disneyland. I snapped a photo of that real quick as we were rushing to get to the Beauty and the Beast ride. The castle and queue of the Beauty and the Beast ride was so awesome. Oh, thanks, Satori. Whoa. Is it putting YouTube chat in there? Oh, it's merging chats again. I have it. StreamerBot hasn't done that in a while. Although it just Jeff is echoing himself. Oh no, maybe I gotta turn that off. Because it's gonna double up all the chat. Oh, it's broken. All right, where's StreamerBot at? Oh no. It's merging chats, but it's merging in the wrong way. Oh, I don't even know how to get to it. Actions. Did I call it merge? Chat merge. Target arg user. User is Ray Cleveland return. What is the user? Maybe I need to make it Ray Cleveland all one word as well. All right, I'm gonna test. I think that fixed it. Okay. A little bit of dorky code time. Oh, that castle is so freaking cool. Some of the details. You got Beast on the. Oh, let's see if it duplicates your chat. Okay, cool. I need to just fix it in sheep chat though. What? Sheep chat? Why are you being weird? Where's your menu? What the heck? All right. Library. So what you been up to, Dottore? Oh, what the heck? Its menus are like gone. What happened to sheep chat? It's like UI has disappeared. It was a good it's a good TTS utility, but apparently it's not working great right now. Mrs. Potts and Chip. I kind of like that little detail right at the end of the queue. That guy's expression is good. So these are the ride cars for the Beauty and the Beast ride. Is they're the big trackless cars, and they've got teapots on them or teacups. And the cool thing about it is like when it starts moving and dancing around, it starts shifting the teapot or I keep saying teapot, the teacup, and it's really fun to ride around in. It it's a really solid ride. They did a good job. Okay, these did not need to be stacked. There's the Beast animatronic. It was a really good animatronic. Unfortunately, I don't think I really got too good of a shot of him. I mean, that's probably the best one I got right there. This last scene was really pretty. And then here's the next day. I'm skipping forward to the next day already. This is Journey to the Center of the Earth. Really, really cool ride. I don't think I really got any good pictures of inside the ride because it was so dark. Oh no, that is right. That's an HDR shot. I forgot it was 5 brackets when I first started with the HDR. So let that HDR do its thing. That's pretty solid. That's a view of the sky tree from a vantage point we were at that was above everything. It's pretty cool. All right, let's go to back to my calling filter. We're under 2,000 to go. Okay, this I kind of like this shot a lot. This is the pagoda outside of the temple in Tokyo. It was near where we were staying. But there's a couple people in kimonos and their photographer. He was taking their picture with the pagoda in the background. It was really like, oh boy, to be a photographer in Tokyo, that would be great. That one's a bit more of a candid of those folks. Got one of the wife and kid in front of there. Here's some of the koi that were swimming around near the temple. That was one of the best koi ponds I saw the whole time. This didn't really turn out that good. That's a Buddha. Here's like what the view at the foot of the pagoda here. And a little bit further away. It's like a bit more solid view there. Looking down an alley. Yeah, I don't want to keep that. So all of the like throughout the whole trip, there was a whole lot of like manhole covers that were very pretty. This isn't really like the prettiest of them all, but it's kind of a good idea of like the different designs. Maybe I'll make an album of the manhole covers. think I'll tag it manhole cover. That way I could do a search at the end and find them all. So this right here is a meat market. I think I looked up, or it was like a meat restaurant, like probably one of the Wagyu beef places. But it looked absolutely cool at night. And I have one of my favorite highlight photos of this restaurant at night. Here's a photo from the subway. I only got a couple photos of the subway. Oh, this right here, I took a picture of a Carl's Jr. Which was completely out of place. And like California burgers and like what it was just yeah. And right next to it a sign for a maid restaurant. My first maid. Oh wow. It's crazy. Yeah, this part of Tokyo I thought was pretty cool. It's very much I guess what you'd call Weeb Central or something where there's lots of anime stores, camera stores, gachapons galore, a lot of crane stores. And this right here was my first camera store. I went to Bic Camera, which I heard is like one of the big ones, but the second camera store we went to was even bigger and fairer prices. I really dug that one. All right, but yeah, here's across the street photo of Bic Camera. And then some more street photos of just the streets here. I bet at night it's also pretty overstimulating. Where there's lots of stuff. Yeah, there's so many anime stores and stuff. Oh, we ate at this place, Yoshinoya. It was very like hearty, um, home style sort of meals, like rice bowls and stuff. It was pretty good. The interior vibe was like pretty much like a Waffle House or something like, but it was really tasty Japanese meal. Oh, that's blurry. It's unfortunately very blurry, but you could kind of see some of the these are all Ghibli souvenirs. Really cool stuff. Oh, I didn't notice this game. Oh, that game is awesome. It had little soot sprites and I think it was like a whack-a-mole or something. These are Lego Yoda and C3PO. This is in Bic Camera. Some of the toy section. So many toys. Here's the Marvel toys. There's a bunch of Iron Man, even the Hulkbuster outfit. There's him like doing the Infinity Gauntlet. And then a bunch of Spider-Man over there. Like it was, the toys were just insane. Here's some of the camera stuff. Some Canon lenses, followed by Leica and Hasselblad, Tamron, Sigma. Some more camera stuff. But yeah, as you can see, as it gets to the end of the camera stuff, all of a sudden these are all I think watch bands and stuff. Like there is way more variety in this store than I really had in mind. Because I had been to B&H Photo in New York City, and that entire place, all three stories.
Welcome.
Yeah, smartwatch bands and straps. And welcome, Lidge. But yeah, is it had a lot more stuff than just camera stuff. Whereas B&H Photo is all camera stuff. And then this place had, camera stuff was like a small portion, but the rest of it was like smartwatch stuff, computer stuff, toys, souvenirs, a whole floor for cosmetics. Yeah, I don't really have camera stores here either. It's a bummer. We have Best Buy, and Best Buy is not a great camera store. But yeah, I mean, it'd be better to have one of these in at home than. But yeah. Oh man, I need to be able to censor my Ray Cleveland stuff in the TTS. Um, but it was it's still cool nonetheless to see all the camera stuff and shop around. We didn't really spend too much time in there, unfortunately. I could have spent so much more time. We tried some coffee here at Excelsior Cafe. It was good coffee. Oh, here's the Canon camera gachapon. There's stores with camera stuff and online stores with stuff like Small Rig, Peak Design. No physical. Yeah, yeah. I just have a Best Buy near me. I later used this gachapon, and the one I got, I believe, was this one right here, the Canon 50 millimeter f.95. Whoa! To have that much aperture would be great. Oh, that's good. Here's a wider angle of the gachapon section. There's so much. There's at least like 5 or 6 aisles of gachapons in the store. I mean, look at all that. It's one, two. Okay, there's three, and then like a separated 4, 5, 6 back there. Oh, this was at Yodobashi. Yodobashi camera. This was the better camera store. Yeah, the only thing I bought from the camera store, actually this camera store, was this. My brand new lens hood that I got for my 24 to 105 kit. And I used the crap out of this lens hood while there. I dropped it twice. It has a lock on it on the side where it locks in place, but somehow it got pushed and fell off a couple times. And luckily, it makes a good noise when it falls off. And I noticed it. There's a few things I lost while I was out there, a few hats. Um, yeah, this place was great. And oh, I took some pictures of some magnolia flowers out in the middle of Tokyo. I'll later find a whole magnolia tree in bloom. This we saw this truck a few times, and it's so weird and silly that I had to take a picture. Like, what the hell is going on with those dogs and cats? It's crazy. I wonder if like AI tools would translate that. Was the same. Found a Manfrotto for 130 euro used on MPB. Um, my first tripod was a Manfrotto, and They've gotten pretty good lately, but the main thing I don't like about Manfrotto tripods is most of them have proprietary tripod heads. Um, do you have an example? I don't really have an example on me. I don't even my tripod's in my car trunk right now. But I have a Sirui. It's Sirui, and I believe the tripod I have is retail about $200. It's a travel tripod. Really highly recommend. It's got the twist locks, and it also has a Arca Swiss compatible tripod head. Arca Swiss is the way to go for tripod heads in my book because they're compatible with L brackets. And the first thing I'll buy for any camera I get is an L bracket because as a landscape photographer, they're so infinitely useful. Also as a real estate photographer, it's just a built-in tripod mount for your camera that you can mount your camera horizontally or vertically. And they're great. They also have a bunch of screw holes so you can put attachments on. It's basically like half of a cage for your camera. It's 170 euro here. Yeah, yeah. I was fortunate and got mine used for about $50. But I have spent upwards of 200 plus dollars on a tripod. I bought one, I think, for 300 once, and that thing broke. But yeah, a good tripod is hard to come by sometimes. Does this guy, oh, the translation came out. Get 300 coins when you register. Okay. Oripa 1 is the name of the app's service. It's for gotcha. Google Play. You could also explain the tone marketing style. So it's all card collecting and gachapon for this. Interesting. I think this neighborhood was Akihabara, I think it's called. Oh, these were so good. These are some taiyaki, but this was one of my favorite places that we got taiyaki from, and it was really inexpensive. I think it was somewhere around like 200 or 350 yen, which compared to the US dollar, I think it was only like a couple bucks. Maybe $1 or so equivalent for each one. Yeah. Akihabara was a huge marketplace. There's so many stores there. And on our way back, the streets, it kind of reminded me of Las Vegas too, where um where they have like, I think it's like people handing out flyers of like lining the streets, and they're usually like weird flyers. But in Japan, the streets were lined, they like every other corner there were maids set up advertising the maid restaurant, which which my first impression of thought of like what the maid bars were was like maybe like a Hooters or something where people are like ogling the waitresses, but that's not the deal at all. Like it's all about the kawaii or cute culture, where you're just doing something that's adorable, basically, where the maids are all just very cute, and it helps your meal be as cute as the surroundings. It's more like a retro diner. Yeah. But I have heard the food in those places that have gimmicks is not usually as good as just a plain restaurant. Like the robot restaurant, I heard the food was not really good at all. Same with Kirby's Diner. Just don't go into love hotels. Oh yeah, that'd probably a huge scam. Or just creepy. Yeah, it's more style than kink. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely yeah, I because at first, and I've heard a lot of people think that about geishas as well, thinking it's like some sort of a kink thing. When no, it is not. It's like they're entertainers. They basically just have fun in games with people. It's almost similar to like I guess like a party clown, but I wouldn't want to make that direct comparison because I feel like it's like a much more respectable profession. Although party clowns are pretty respectable profession too. Like yeah. Yes. But I've heard a lot of people have not been as respectful with the geishas, and they've banned photography around them and stuff like that, because a lot of people were not being respectful to them. Like, and I do kind of get it. Like as a tourist, it's a lot to like learn and understand everything around you. But yeah, it's like I want to start from a point of being respectful, period, towards everything, towards all my surroundings. And there were some people that I ran into in some of the tourist areas that were just being complete jerks. And yeah, don't be that guy. Yeah. But I mean, the whole point of travel is to like, take in the area or your surroundings and just experience something that's out of your usual and learn and just, be more, a part of the world, or like, I don't know, just learn more about other communities. And boy, these were so good. There's the custard filled taiyaki. There's the red bean ones. Oh man, I haven't streamed to Kick in a while. I know what does everybody think about Kick these days? I kind of grew like thought was thinking it was kind of bad after a while and then stopped streaming to it. But maybe I should keep multi-streaming to it. Who knows? Maybe I could. They have a photography category on there. That's about the big pro that I could think of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Other countries are not amusement parks. There was some elements that was kind of amusement park though, literally. Like we did start our trip going to amusement parks. We started in Disneyland and Tokyo Disney, but oh boy, these taiyaki were so good. Oh, they had sausage filled ones too, which was interesting. That just sausage hanging out of that fishtail. Yeah, there's cream, red bean, strawberry cream with chocolate. Oh, I should have got that one. Oh, that sounds so good. Chestnut and Agora red bean. And then a mayonnaise chili dog? What? Doesn't look like they had the cheese ones here. I got a cheese one in another place. It was really good. Oh, this one's filled with chocolate. But taiyaki are basically like waffles filled with stuff. This one filled with mayo and sausage might still be good, but oh, it sounds weird to me. It's the sweet and salty, I guess. Yeah, 223 yen for this one, 213. It's 241 for the chili dog. It's so cheap. Let's see, 213 yen in USD. Yep. Yeah, they're waffle sandwiches basically, filled with red beans or like a sweet red bean, very good. That's the default like base taiyaki. But they also have cream filled ones. This one has strawberry cream with chocolate. I should have tried that one. Chestnut and Agora red bean, mayonnaise chili dog. Okay, 213 yen, which is like the mid range one on here. Um, where'd it go? Oh my gosh. 213 yen to USD is $1.38. That's how much these were. So cheap. Yes. Oh, the food was so good. Food was really good. Although I did bring home some hives. I tried some food that had some shellfish in it, and I think I'm allergic to shellfish. And also admire the pretty babes, you say. That's funny. I didn't really do much of that, being that I was there with my wife and kid. But I did notice so like especially in Disneyland, there were so many schoolgirls um wearing just skirts and it was really cold out. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's so cold. I was just kind of in shock that they're wearing that in such cold temperatures. But the time I noticed them the most was when we were in Toontown. There's setups to meet the characters, and the line for Mickey Mouse was about maybe 30 minutes, and the line for Minnie Mouse was over an hour long, and the entire line was all Japanese schoolgirls. They're all there to meet Minnie. Yeah, there were a few that were wearing like kind of sheer skin colored tights. And those were the smart ones, but there there was a lot more that weren't wearing like tights with it. Where I'm like, why? It's cold. It was like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. It did warm up a little bit later in the day, so maybe they're doing for that, but geez. That's a lot to endure in the morning. A lot of cold. Yeah, that's true. They do live there. I live out in the desert where I'm used to a lot. I mean, I came back and it was like over 100 degrees here. So it was quite the temperature shock coming from jacket weather all of a sudden to 100 plus degrees. It sucked. It's not fun. Add that to the jet lag and oh my gosh, it ugh. Yeah, here's our taiyaki haul. They were all delicious. They were waffle sandwiches. Same. There's 10 yen sandwiches are also waffle sandwiches, but they're all filled with cheese. Amazing. They're so good. Here's like one of the two or so Ubers that I saw there. I heard Uber just started in Japan. Like they're just starting to get Ubers. It was very taxi cab heavy. Although our the most we traveled was on train, either subway or we did one bullet train trip, and the bullet train trip was awesome. I'm used to being hot, much to your wife's delight. That's funny. You gotta tell her that. Oh, the Taito station was pretty awesome little arcade. I think this is I took this before we got that. Okay, these guys were really neat. What is White Day? What is White Day in Japan? They had a balloon for Valentine's Day and one for White Day. Japanese holiday on March 14th, where men give return gifts to women who gave them chocolates on Valentine's Day. Give return gifts? Who gave them chocolate on Valentine's Day? Began in Japan in the late 1970s and has since spread to other parts of East Asia. Blows full what it is. Reply Day. Men give gifts back to women who gave them chocolates. So wait, it's tradition there for women to give the men chocolates on Valentine's Day? Huh. Because it's totally the other way around here. Like usually the men get chocolates for the women on Valentine's Day. Huh. Japan's Valentine's Day is one directional. Women give chocolates to men. Wow. And men give chocolates to women on White Day. This structure grew from Japan's strong cultural emphasis on okashi, returning a gift to show appreciation and maintain social balance. Huh. That's yeah. That's a really interesting cultural distinction from our culture here. I didn't quite learn that while I was out there, but I'm learning that now. Okan Eishi. Yeah, I'm kind of bad at reading Japanese. Google Translate was came in clutch. It was really nice while I was out there. Wow, that's really fast. I did not know that. You got 270. Wait, are you running a count still of how many animes? Or is that like a guesstimate? Okay. Yeah, these little guys were really neat. I think I got a video of it once. Probably like 300 plus now. Um, okay. Was this some of the crane games? Oh, my camera work is kind of awful here.
Oh man, but I want this so bad.
Oh yeah, I recorded them making the taiyaki. Let's pause this and watch some of the taiyaki making. Oh yes. Making me drool. It's so good. I think that's fudge. That looks like fudge. Here's the front. Yeah, this is when my wife is buying some. Oh yeah, here's the Taito attraction guy. Yes, they are, and they got a good little crunch on the outside, like any like waffle does. They're so good. So these guys, they had like little clappers above their head. They're like, come in here, play some games. Basically. And he's got White Day and Valentine's Day on him. They're so neat. I think I got another recording of them. Yes, it's that same brand. Did I record anything remotely longer? What is this one? That's the punching game. Oh, that was him losing it. Oh, here's one of the games that Autumn played. Is Subway Driving Simulator, Train Driver Simulator. It has like 3 screens going out. Like what? No, 4 screens because the bottom's a screen too. It was really neat. Because she came to a really weird stop on that. Like anytime for the rest of the trip, anytime that the subway driver or train driver had a strange stop, it was like, oh, it's like Autumn's driving. Yeah, all like for the gachapons, they had Bondi like Namco on them. A lot of like very familiar brands if you're familiar with any like gaming companies, you know. Hey, that's a good one. That's another good one. Yeah, there's so many arcades. No, this is a weird song. Some more street photography. Kura Sushi. This place was fantastic. So, it's a revolving sushi bar, aka conveyor belt sushi. Oh, that place was wonderful. So remember Bust a Move games on PS1 starting with some Taito, yeah. AKA Puzzle Bob Bobble. Yeah. That's the ones that were, you know, like the bubbles coming down and you got to like shoot the bubbles. There's a lot of clones of that on mobile games I've noticed. Yeah. But they're never as good as that old PS1 Bubble Bobble game or Puzzle Bobble. They're never as good. That original one was so good and solid. Now they're like, it's all like just complete crapware on mobile versions. Just three that were translated. Yeah. That didn't turn out as good. That one's okay. A little bit blurry in the middle, though. I wonder. It's passable. That one's all right. Ooh, I really like this one. This one's got a vibe to it. Just the looks down like streets and alleyways here were really cool. I don't know what the heck this was. I think that was probably some orange. It's a weird mascot. Arante House. I don't know. It was bizarre. Ooh, I like this one a lot. Okay, that's a better shot of that area. One thing I noticed the whole time we were there, we saw a lot of bicycles. A lot of bicycles just parked on the streets like this. Got their kickstand down. I saw maybe one of them that had a bike lock on it. 2 and 3 are on Steam? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, this one. Taito. Oh, the classic. And it's on sale right now for $6. Oh, I gotta get this. Mixed reviews. What are you guys talking about? This game's excellent. Maybe it's a bad port. I don't. That's awesome. But yeah, as I was saying, like one thing I noticed about all these bikes parked here, none of them, or I saw maybe one that had a bike lock on it. These are all bikes parked in the middle of the street. Here in the States, if you saw this scene in the morning, all of these bikes would be gone. People would just run off with them because bike burglary is freaking rampant here. But in Japan, you could just park it and it'll be there because people are honest and there's like hardly any crime. It's amazing. That part of Japan is just a complete utopia. Like, oh boy, that would be wonderful if like everybody was honest like that. Yeah, right? I've heard it's like we visited San Francisco recently, and I heard it's really, really bad there to the point where people will do smash and grabs in your car while you're driving it. It's crazy. And here in Japan, you could just have your bike there, no lock on it, nobody's going to take it. That's incredible. Like if there's one really, really good takeaway from Japan is learn from this. It was so wonderful to see. It's being people being respectful to strangers. I don't know where we lost that here. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's not as cool of a shot as I thought. I'll still keep it though. That one's a little better. Ooh, this one I like a lot. Just getting some good street photo vibes here. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is where we went to the temple at night. Also, perfect song for this. Um, we only come out at night. Ah, this is so pretty at night. Got some of the murals on the side of the. So pretty. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, thanks for chatting with me, Lidge. It was nice having you in chat. I'll see you around next time. I appreciate you coming out. Ray Beardman. I'm gonna say good night to Lidge. There you go. SpongeBob kissing you to sleep. Oh yeah, this is such a pretty place. All right, so these right here are Daruma dolls. They're really cool, like traditional dolls here. There was a temple that unfortunately. Oh, I know that feeling, Lidge. I'm getting over a 16-hour jet lag. I tried to stream a couple days ago and I just wore out at about an hour. I was like right about this point, I was completely beat. But now I can endure a little bit better now, a bit longer of a stream. Doing pretty good. No, it's not you and another person. Um, so what you're supposed to do with these is you're supposed to paint one eye and you make a goal of that you want to achieve and you paint one eye. It's basically like I've set my goal. And then once you achieve that goal, you paint in the other eye. There's like a YouTuber I've seen that like my goal is to get however many subscribers, and then once she obtains so many subscribers, she would fill in the other eye, that sort of thing. I bought one of these, and I don't yet know what goal I want to use with it, but I'm definitely gonna do it. I'd have like 51 I did. Yeah, you got to work on your goals. That's definitely that's funny. Currently, mine has 0 eyes. I need to make a goal. But yeah, here's the temple at night. It's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, well, I already have my work hanging up in various places around town, but I don't have any in a gallery right now. I've had a few offers for the people to put some of my work in a gallery in Phoenix, but there was like a weird sort of like where they wanted me to pay them to put my work up in their gallery rather than the other way around. So it's kind of, oh, wow. Wow, my shirt really creates a weird moire pattern. um, oh, those branches kind of wrecked that shot. There we go, that's a bit better. This guy was gnarly. All right, bye, Lidge. Have a good night. Oh, whoa, what did I do? I think I'm gonna hit up bathroom real quick. I'm gonna put up the scene on. Be right back. I'll be back in a moment.
Welcome to the party, pal.
That's weird. That video should really loop. Sorry about that. The blank BRB there. All right. Get back to working on these culling. We've culled through about 200 plus, so doing pretty well. Still really amazed at learning about the Valentine's Day differences there. It's really interesting. This place at night was amazing. There we go. I got one without the glare. The pagoda was really amazing looking at night. Oh, all of these shots I'm digging. Transform got a little confused on the lantern there. Here's some. This street had big kabuki statues lined all the way up and down. This was a neat little guy. Supposedly, this guy was the father of kabuki. This is basically their Charlie Chaplin, or yeah, really interesting little statue. I like this, the vibe of this photo quite a bit. Another kabuki statue guy. There we go. This was one of my favorite shots of the whole thing. This place was called Taco Taco. We didn't try any Mexican food out there. I don't know really if that would have gone over well with us being, 90 miles from Mexico. We've had our share of Mexican food for sure. From the Japanese candies. Kimono rental. Oh, this is Family Chicky. This is a bunch of from Family Mart. These are all like good little things of fried chicken, boneless fried chicken. Quite tasty. That dog was just cute. This little street photo. It's a Banksy caught red-handed print. Neat little street sign. There's the Tiffany building. We're in a really fancy area of town right here. Look at the glass here. It's crazy looking. Really fancy building. All of these. Dolce Gabbana. This is when we were waiting for Team Labs, but like we had to wait like a really fancy part of town. Our buses. Oh, we passed by Sakura. There's the Team Lab planets. Oh, another manhole cover. Got two of them. I'm gonna add some manhole cover. And you know what? I'm gonna. Oh, we're not at Team Labs yet. Okay, we did a little diversion where we walked over to visit the Gundam. What does this say? I'm gonna use Copilot. Translate this. And then paste my screenshot. Omi Tunnel Management Office, Tokyo Port Authority. Okay. There's the Gundam peeking out a little bit. So here, so most of the trees, this is a really like close up macro of a sakura tree or a cherry blossom. And most of them were kind of in this state where you could see the blossoms starting to bud like this, where like the flowers were just starting. Most of them were like that. Got some pictures of the tulips. That's not really that good of one. Okay, that's a better one. Let's unmerge those. Okay, I'm gonna 1-star that one. Ooh, that one's nice. This is probably one of my favorites, the tulips with the Gundam. I love it. I should have done a focus stack though. The tulips are a bit out of focus, even though I put the f-stop at a pretty high number. Some solid shots of the Gundam. That's probably one of the better ones. And the pano really wasn't worth it. Pigeon looking at me. Don't really need to keep that. Gundam food trucks. The Gundam base, Tokyo. There's a bunch of them. Did we have the Unicorn Gundam on here, though? I don't see it. Maybe that one? There it is from the back. That's a pretty good shot there. Little strawberry house was adorable. Man, I probably should have rejected more than I did just then. It's a lot of photos to go through. Okay, here we are at Team Lab. This room was so cool. It didn't turn out that great. Photo looking down, you can just see the bottom of my belly. I was looking up. That one's pretty neat. I'll keep that. It's really just interesting place. In motion, this is more interesting, I think, than stills. Well, that's kind of a pretty shot. Do I have a better one? Well, that one got too bright. This room was really neat with the koi, like the milky floor. But I don't think really many of my photos turned out of that. That one's kind of neat, but oh my gosh, is the color intense. But really fascinating room once you look it up and find out about it. I was trying to make a wacky face, but I don't think it really turned out because these turned out pretty dark. There we go. That's a little bit better. You could see me in that one. That was a really cool room. This was also a really cool room, but impossible to photograph. It's laying in a sea of, like, you're laying down and there's projected flowers everywhere, just falling and moving around. It was a pretty amazing room. But yeah, really hard to photograph because it's very dark in there. This kind of catches the vibe of it, though. Just a lot of people laying down. Everybody's barefoot. But they clean your feet as you go in. It was really hard to get a clear shot because it's so dark in there. My ISO is at 16,000. It's still like too dark. That one's pretty good. I like the pattern on that one better. Okay, this room was amazing. I hope I got a good shot or two in here. Um, but so it's a giant garden of orchids. And orchids don't require soil to grow. So they're all growing off of these hanging cables. And the cables had some sort of sensing ability to where when you walk up to it, it starts rising so you can pass through. And then when you pass through, it starts lowering down. So the whole area you could navigate, you have to wait for the flowers to rise, and then they would lower as you passed by. It was pretty amazing. Let's see. Am I still live? My dashboard doesn't show a stream. Oh, yeah, it's still live. Okay, we're good. One viewer. Oh, boy. It is humbling streaming sometimes. But that one viewer is just me. But we had some good conversation with some people who stopped by. It's all okay. Oh, that's you. Oh, so it isn't me. I thought it was just me talking to nobody. Yeah, but like going away from being a regular streamer, like I got so used to having a bunch of regulars in here, but having just one or two is I mean, it's better than zero. And I gotta remember there's some people who tune in and never say anything. So I gotta maintain conversation for those folks as well. Boy, these were gorgeous. These orchids were just incredible. Oh yeah, that's kind of you kind of get the picture of the rig here a little bit. There's like the ceiling was all lit up, like very soft light, and they're all rigged on these cables. You could kind of see some of the cables here. And the cables were on some sort of mechanism to raise and lower them. It was really, really awesome. That's a highlight. Oh, that's a good shot. Um I tried to get a few without people in it. It's hard to achieve because there's so many people there. This room was also kind of interesting. You downloaded an app, and with the ability of the app, you're able to catch and release animals. And there was a whole game you could play, and you started learning facts about the animals once you caught them. And I looked over the fact of the stuff that I gave my son my phone, and he was able to catch some animals and stuff. But yeah, you needed to repeat catch them to like learn facts and stuff. And the place was kind of general. Like this picture doesn't really show it, but it was pretty crowded in there and hard to like play the game so much. So we didn't spend too much time in there. Like it got to a point where it started feeling rather claustrophobic. Like here's probably a good representation of the crowd. These were pretty neat. Got a few good photos of them. There's my kid one. All right. There's a Team Lab sign. Oh, here's Pokemon Center. And also the Nintendo store in Shibuya. It was really awesome Nintendo store, but it also got very packed, where it was hard to navigate. There's Mewtwo at the Pokemon Center. Pokemon Center was impossible to navigate around. It was so packed. Some of the stickers in the Pokemon store. They had stickers of about every single one. The Jump Shop, which I assume is One Piece, but maybe is a bunch of... Oh, I think the Jump Shop had like all kinds of different anime in there. Oh, and are we here for the next day already? Oh, we are jumping around in time a little bit. Yes, there's an example of some of the different animes the Jump Shop had. And then we had some melon pon. Delicious. It's like the crust was crispy. And it had like whipped cream in the middle. There's also an ice cream version in the middle. The Capcom store, Godzilla store. Some more melon pon. You could see the sky tree above there. Geisha Coffee was a great place we went to. So it was probably one of the most expensive coffees we ever bought. Wow, okay. Yeah, some of these, the timings of some of these are a bit off. But they would take this foam here and mold it into figures. I made a recording. I could pull it up. So they had like little phone stands so you can make like an Instagram of the people making it. And I did so. I shot a time lapse of both of them and then cut it together to where do a search for video. I think this might be it. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is it with both of them. So this one was mine. This a little shy guy. Here was Gavin's. His was in like a. Mine was coffee, and his was a hot chocolate, or maybe cold chocolate, cocoa. And he had a Pikachu. Yeah, very expensive coffees, but oh man, they were amazing. Like they're so good and very cute. Worth the experience, though quite expensive. Yeah, it was some cool artistry. I mean, look at that. That's so cute. Gavin's trying to mimic the pose. Okay, there we go. Got it in focus there. Got these two together individually. She's making Totoro there. It's all in all a cute experience. And this place right next to it later, we tried some taiyaki from this place, and this is where we got the cheese filled one. It was very good. And then we went to Me Pig or Mini Pigs. Okay, that's not a good photo. And you just go out there and you lay down, and you put a blanket over your legs, and these little mini pigs would come and snuggle with you. Crazy adorable. Okay. I need to see who else is streaming right now. Check the. I've been slacking on my. I usually lurk other art streams while I am streaming. All right. Oh, this is Animal One. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is a keeper one. That's a pretty cute pic. This is also a keeper. Oh my gosh, so adorable. Um Oop, Charlie's barking at something. Gavin had two little cute baby pigs. There's one on my lap, I believe. So they have you take your shoes off at this place, and then they give you these little sandals to wear, and they were so small for my feet. I have giant feet. I have like a size 13 shoe, also wide. So my feet were not compatible with anything in Japan. They're just far too big. It's kind of tough to get good photos here because it's like all like close. That one's a good one. I like that shot. Just really shows how much fun everybody was having there. That's a reject. And look at this cute guy. So cute. By the end of this experience, I had 9 mini pigs on my legs. And that's the max. I've discovered that is the max I could fit on my legs is 9 mini pigs. When I hit 9 and when any more went on there, they would come off. Yeah, very cute. Well, yeah, there's quite the pile up on Autumn too at some point. Oh, they're so cute. And we got Geppetto. All right, now we're out in Akihabara. It's a very, very busy area of Tokyo. And this is, I think, right by Shibuya Crossing. Um, it's so busy. It's got a bit of a Times Square vibe to it, but way, way, way bigger. Way more people. Oh, more mini pigs. Kind of hops around a little bit. Some of the time. So when I first got to Japan, my camera time was still set to the Arizona time zone. And I shot for a few days there. Unfortunately, I didn't know when the exact cutoff when I changed the time to Japan time. So I readjusted all the photos before. I took them and added 16 hours to the timestamp on the photos. Some of them I think I added 16 hours to after the fact. So I might have to find those and go back. Yeah. Anyways, this is Akihabara or not Shibuya Crossing, and it's so crazy busy. So crazy busy. Look at all the people waiting to cross. Oh, there's the mini pigs again. We tried some of these and they're amazing. They're candy coated fruit. They were so good, especially the strawberries. The strawberries were like kind of creamy almost. They're delicious. That's a pretty solid one of the Shibuya Crossing. Okay, and then this is the next day in Tokyo where we finally got to see some sakura trees. Um, One thing of note for the sakura trees is a lot of people are taking pictures of them, taking selfies all around them. Here in Tucson, we have a thing called Tanca Verde trees, which upon coming um, back to town, I took this photo yesterday. Uh, Here are our Palo Verde blooms. They're all yellow and quite beautiful, but nowhere near as much fanfare as the sakura in Japan. Like, there's so many people over here taking pictures and selfies. A lot of there are people dressed in like traditional garb and stuff, posing for photos with the sakura. Um, we don't really get that here in Tucson. Maybe because it's so damn hot when these are going, but these are also quite beautiful. I almost want to like say, Tucsonans need to be more fans of these because it's a yellow version of these basically. But yeah, that right there is a really good picture of the sakura like context of like everybody taking photos. Um, well, that close up didn't turn out that great. I've got some better close ups later. That one's not as good. So this was a giant like kind of like pedestrian street that goes through this park. And this park might be a little hard to tell from this photo, but this entire pedestrian street was completely lined with sakura trees. Like all of these here that don't have any leaves or flowers on them right here were all sakura. So when it's peak bloom, this street has to look incredible. Just incredible. The crowds are probably even more hectic. I really like the signage. Oh, I need to mark a manhole cover. Um, oh, this tree was really cool. Let's give it an auto transform here. Ooh, switching to the develop window was not cool with my computer there. This tree, it was basically a circle here. It's really interesting. I think taking a photo from up here probably would have been pretty neat. But over to the right here was like a really intimidating staircase, and we had already done so many steps this day. Each day we average, I don't know, 17 to 20,000 steps. Like, oh, so many. This right here, I took a photo of context of like their trash system. There's so many different um for bottles, combustible waste, incombustible waste like styrofoam, plastic. Um, They're really organized with their waste. Another random subway photo. This is a sakura that was slightly in bloom. There's another photo of that. So another thing of these restaurants, on the front of all the restaurants had like little samples of what their meals look like, which I thought was really neat. Okay, there's a sakura in bloom on there. That was actually a pretty good shot too. Keep that one. Out of focus in foreground is not that great. That one I might be able to pull up and make look good. That one's pretty good. No. Please don't touch cherry blossoms. Some good context there. Those flowers were really pretty, but these photos did not turn out. There's a gate in the park. Oh yeah, so this was Ueno Park, and we're getting into the photos from Ueno Zoo. This was beautiful. I think it was a gift from Thailand. A beautiful pagoda. This gorgeous building. Some more sakura in there. The otter, a little owl. These eagles were huge. Tea ceremony house. The tigers. I don't think I got a good shot of the tiger at all. Neither of the gorillas either. I didn't get a good shot of the gorillas. Oh, that's definitely a miscapture. The seals. Polar bear. I definitely got a better shot than these over here. Right? Oh, with his tongue out is great. Flying through these, only like 1,400 more to go through. This bear was massive. I don't really have a good sense of scale in these photos, but he or she was huge. Really big bear. It was like a Ginza brown bear, I think, or Ginza black bear. Really big. Oh, that's a blurry picture of a bear there. Oh, that's a little bit better. This is my kid on the bear statue. He had a little trouble climbing up on there, but it was adorable. Oh, that's Gavin took a picture of me. These trees were absolutely full of cormorant birds. So many of them. So many of them. There's like city context of all them. The penguins. Got it diving in there. Made a good little splash. Oh, I took a picture of these because they had javelina there, which I couldn't believe. This is kind of a popular exhibit too. Javelina, I've seen javelina in my front yard. They're kind of everywhere. The panda forest. Unfortunately, they didn't have any pandas. Well, they did have red pandas though. That's a pretty decent one. They're putting up food on the walls for them to eat. Pretty adorable, I'd say.
Low base mode.
Low base. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. I'm doing great. I'm mostly recovered from all the jet lag now. There's an armadillo. I don't think I got a good photo of the armadillo. Got some pygmy hippos doing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I ended early. Yes. Well, it was before yesterday. It was like 2 days ago, but I ended pretty early because the jet lag caught up to me. Like I streamed for just an hour, and then the jet lag just I crashed. I'm doing much better now. We're in Wednesday, and my recovery from jet lag is getting good. Sleep has just been weird. After being 2 weeks in a 16-hour time difference, it really does a number on you. But it was an amazing trip. I'm going through photos currently of Ueno Zoo, but I've got 3,800 pictures to go through. Lots of good stuff. But yeah, I mean, I still lasted about an hour and a half on that stream. That was pretty good. This is a little bit longer than your average. It's not a small amount of photos indeed, but I'm currently culling through them. There's definitely a lot of like that I can reject. Like these are not keepers. There's a pygmy hippo though. Pretty adorable. Ooh, I don't know what the timing looks like on this. Now. Oh, yeah, you got it. The hippos were awesome. This cute pygmy hippos. Flamingos. Another manhole cover. Okay. More Sakura. And look at the crowds here. There's so many people in this area. This one might not be in focus. Oh, it is. You had it first with the new cameras this past Saturday. What new camera? I'm gonna try to do your first garden shoot. See, you're coming Saturday. Nice. I kind of want to get one of those DJI vlogging cameras and start like doing vlog stuff. Although usually like coming back to streaming, there's like huge periods of just having one person in here. R5 Mark IIs? Oh, good lord. Those are some incredible cameras. I want to get an R6 Mark III. Who else do you need? I don't know. I was just hoping to have more company than I mean, having somebody in chatting is great. That's kind of like all I want while streaming is like at least having one person in chatting. But there's been a lot of this stream where nobody's chatting. But I mean that's gonna happen when you don't stream regularly for a long period of time. This Tokyo Skytree, oh geez. That was an experience. Ooh, nice. Did you have like somebody build it for you? New computers are probably extremely expensive now with all the memory prices going up, right? The Ghibli store was so cute. I loved it. I should have bought this. This little GG thing was so cute. Pre-built Alienware, i9 64 gigs of RAM, RTX 59. Good lord. You'll definitely be set for a couple years. Holy cow. Here's Totoro taking a nap. Exterior of that store. Another photo of Skytree. Oh, it's hopping around. Pokemon store. Well, good night, Dottore. Let's tuck you in. I usually would stream like in the late evening, so I have this good night command. Thanks for coming in and chatting a little bit. Appreciate you coming out. There's our Skytree tickets. Okay, so this was the only time I got to see Mount Fuji. Was we got to the top of the Skytree, we waited at an insane line. But this was the only time I got to see Mount Fuji. Live streaming tech support? Oh, that's cool. Yep. So, earlier on, I shared the photos from the camera stores I went to there, Low Base. I went to a 5-story camera store and an 8-story camera store. And unfortunately, I mean, it was cool browsing the camera stuff. The only thing I bought, because I am a broke broke photographer. Only thing I bought was this lens hood for my 24 to 105 kit lens, and it set me back a cool $12. I could not afford the 100 to 500 that I was ogling. That would have set me back $2,600. But it's normally like it's MSRP $2,800, so it would have been a deal. Plus, it's tax free. But man, it was nice browsing the camera gear. Yeah, my business partner Jesse just got one. I'm so jealous. He got one in an estate sale, and I think he dropped only $1,500 to get it. Which $1,500 is a significant amount of money, but it's like a half of what that lens costs. So I'm jealous. I really want to get a lens like that to do some more wildlife photography. I'd love to get a better macro lens set up. Yeah, he basically stole it. Yeah, for for an estate sale, you know. But yeah, it's I'd love to get one, but I really need to get a 24 to 70 2.8 for event coverage. I think that's the next lens I need to buy. Oh wow. I can't afford that. I'm back to being a starving artist basically. I had a lot of regular daily work coming in for editing, which really one of the major reasons why I hadn't been streaming so much is because I'd been doing all that work. But now I've been kind of pulled off that work, and I now only work 5 hours a week. So I can't afford my bills anymore. I need to find some more work to do. This week I'll be fine though. I have a wedding this weekend to work on, so that'll help support me big time. But yeah, I need to find some more employment, I think. As opposed to 1K to 1.3K for the RF 100. So like, how are you doing in the employment front? Didn't you wasn't your job like kind of iffy recently or something? I think, or was that somebody else? I've been somebody else. All right, I think I'm gonna mark that one. Oh, that's a 3-star. Yeah, the views of the city were incredible from the sky tree. The colors are going to be hard to work with though, because it was very much sunset. Wait, is that? Oh no, that is an HDR. Oh yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't switch the screens up. Yeah, hopefully you can find something else. I need to find something else too. This real estate work isn't really supporting me, unfortunately. I wish it did. It was. Holy crap. I really gotta start streaming more. Look at all these subs pouring in. Thanks, low base. And really, part of this streaming is so I can actually go through my vacation photos because I have a really bad habit of going on vacation and taking thousands of pictures and then not doing anything with them. I need to change that and actually go through these and edit them. And oh man, I appreciate it, man. That put all those people in the stream avatars too. That's great. That's neat. I didn't know that did that.
Welcome.
Right? That's new. Oh, welcome in, photo by Mox. Were you in here? That's neat. Well, welcome in. I don't believe we've really met before. What kind of photography do you do? You got photo in your name. Right now I'm going through vacation photos, but I primarily do landscape and storm chasing and astrophotography. And for work I do real estate and portraits. You do model photography mostly? That's awesome. So do you do a lot of off-camera flash? What kind of flashes do you use? Right now I've got... Oh, by the way, I got something new that I haven't been using yet. My business partner gifted this to me. Switch this up. So I'm currently lit by a big softbox. You could kind of see my hand shadowing a little bit. I have a big gridded softbox above my monitor here, but it uses like light bulbs. It's like a little studio light that has like a bunch of light bulbs in it, right? Codex 602. Oh, dude.
Welcome.
Yeah, we just got a 600 for our sports photos, and we need to get another 600 because those 600s are great. We have two 400s and one 600 and a ton of 200s. Oh, thank you, Astro. Holy crap, there's a hype train going on. I haven't had a hype train in like, it feels like years. But yeah, here's a new thing that I just got. I haven't hooked it up yet. I need to soon. So this is the Amaran 60X. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it had gone like a few months or so. Okay, I really tricked the focus there. But yeah, this is a really powerful constant light that I could hook up. It looks like I can hook up my softbox to this right here. I'm gonna have to try that out. And then this is gonna be my key light, I believe. It's either a light or a war crime. What would be the war crime context? It looks like a Bowen's mount, but it's kind of weird, like a little bit different. Usually I'm used to Bowen's mounts being more ring-like. But yeah, it fastens like a Bowen's mount. Focus is not liking me right now. Holy cow. Yeah. Oh, hype chest. Open a hype chest. I've never done this before. What is that? I got like a weird anime princess. Her mind emote? What the heck? What is that emote? Come on, focus. You can do it. I want to get one of the new RF lenses to use for my stream so bad. Why do they all have to be like $2,000? Because after playing with my RF kit lens, like this bad boy, the 24 to 105 kit. I mean, this lens only set me back like $200, but the really good ones, the ones that I could use to do stream, like this one, I can't. The f-stop is way too low or high. Made Nyla emote like that. Oh, that's adorable. But yeah, the autofocus on these newer lenses is so good, and it would work really great for the stream versus I currently have a 35 millimeter EF 1.4 that I'm using to stream, but the focus does struggle from time to time. But yeah, let's go back to Japan. Did this not merge? Well, thanks for stopping by, Mox. Nice to meet you. Oh, photo merge error. Oh, because it's not the same place. Will do. Thanks for coming by. I know that, yeah, the autofocus on my R6 is amazing, but I mostly have low, like old lenses, so the old lenses don't really show off the autofocus very well. The new ones do. Okay, these are gonna be like struggle bus shots because I was at like f7.1 for nighttime photos. Yeah, so much reflections in that one. Skytree umbrellas. Okay, that one's a little clear. Okay, that's enough bagpipes. Oh, that sucks for the so it doesn't work with glasses. They got to work on that. I didn't know the R5 Mark II had that feature. I knew they put that in the R1. It's good news that they added it to the R5 Mark II. I'm really holding out and hoping that global shutter is going to come to the camera soon. We're probably several years out though. Global shutter would be an absolute game changer for anybody who uses flash. And lightning photography would be so much better. Yeah, that's true. They don't really put too many megapixels on the R1 either. That was one of my biggest selling points when I bought the R5 or R6 back then is it had the same sensor as the R1. Mm-hmm. Wait, no, that's to help with speed? What do you mean? That's an okay shot. That one is not. Oh, okay. Really bizarre. Oh, I like this shot, but unfortunately don't like this sticker bit in here. I think we're in a cab at this moment. But I like the context where you see people crossing the street in kimonos in the city. Thought that was really neat. The JR line off to the subway. Oh, these Pikachu. We should have bought one of these. It's train conductor Pikachu. I full screen that. Come on now. That's crazy adorable. Oh, all the stream avatars disappeared for the people who got gifted subs. Maybe I should do another stream at night, like at my usual old time. Like maybe I'll see more regular folks come by then. Because yeah, everybody's got different. What did I? What did I say? I don't remember. He's so adorable. Train conductor Pikachu is great. I should be reviewing all of these at the Pokemon store. Okay, don't need the little girl in the shot. So many Pokemon. This is another store, though, that got really overwhelming. I took a picture of Randy's Donuts. It's an LA donut store, but apparently also there's a location in Tokyo. There's the bullet train
Nice.
that we rode.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, it was so nice.
Nice. Nice.
So nice.
Nice.
We got first class on the bullet train. Worth it. It was so nice on there. Here's my first few photos from Kyoto. There's this one sakura tree in bloom over here, and we visited it every day. And every day there was people around it taking pictures and everything. This right here is a sunset shot. Oh, I'm realizing now why I'm not in because I need to know when things are bracketed. But this is like the best sunset I saw the whole time. And it really wasn't like it would have been a bummer of a sunset if here in Arizona. Ooh, that one turned out all right in HDR. All right. That's kind of a pretty shot. I really liked this scene. And that's probably my best shot of it right there. Just a bike parked there. And again, none of these bikes had bike locks on because you don't need them. Something we could really learn from Japan. Checking out the river. Whoa, that's interesting how that got straightened. Ooh, I like that one a lot. Got the guy cooking us our meal. This restaurant area was amazing. All really little restaurants and stuff. And then there's this park here. I really liked Kyoto. Kyoto was great. So there's a bunch of these trees here that had these hanging leaves. And supposedly these trees were also sakura trees. So like during major season, it would bloom and just be covered in cherry blossoms. Hmm. Might need to figure out picking up my kid. Sec. Call my mom real quick. What's up, Zeno? Sorry, I was muted there. I was talking to my mom. She's got my son today, and she's gonna come by and drop him off in a little bit. Sweet, got that all figured out. Been messing with this Meshy AI program. I could see why I would say messy for Meshy if you're using voice to text. Building things for your character. Oh, so an AI to make meshes? Interesting. Yeah. How's it going, Zeno? I saw a bunch of your Arizona photos. It looked like you had a wonderful time. I also had a wonderful time in Japan. Sorry our paths didn't cross. Northern Arizona is quite far from southern Arizona. Oh my gosh. The AI is going to replace us all, isn't it? So this is a Shinto shrine. I got a lot of pretty cool pictures here. Oh yeah, Utah is gorgeous. I want to go to all those Utah parks. We drove by Zion and a few others when going to Yellowstone. Looks amazing. Mm-hmm. That right there, I think that is probably my best one. Hold up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful place. These temples were so gorgeous. Yeah, we got to see a good number of cherry blossoms. Actually, there's a couple coming up here. Um, but yeah, is the culture was incredible. Like all the cool cultural places we visited were fantastic. Oh, these are HDRs. Like that, there's a rose. This cool rose bush there. And then coming up here, this is some cherry blossoms. Now, this was a different kind of cherry blossom that I saw there. This one was like almost like a big round bloom, where it was like are carnations like that? Like big round flowers. What are those carnations? What am I thinking of? Like Globe Amaranth would be types of Oz Dahlia. But there's like a common round flower. Common round flower. Flowers that look like balls. What a title. Hydrangea? Is that the most common one? But yeah, most of the sakura I encountered were not like this, like a big ball of flowers. They're mostly like lots of really small flowers on the tree. So this was kind of a neat difference that I came across. And this was like the one different sakura tree. Sakura meaning cherry blossom. Yeah, this rose was also random rose. It was like a rose tree. It was really interesting. It was neat. Oh, do I have this labeled Sakura? Yes, I do. Okay.
Welcome.
What up, Foot Knight? Good to see you. Oh, you're also live. Oh, gosh. Well, I will lurk in your stream as well, sir. Clicking on it now. Oh, nice. I don't get blasted with ads right away. Good stuff. Appreciate it. I wonder if I'm subbed. No, I'm not. I missed the point where I used to be able to afford subs. There's my son looking at a cat out there. So this temple had some wild, some feral cats outside of it, which we got the pleasure of seeing a lady feed them. Which was this lady right here, just walked up and she had all kinds of. Also funny enough to see her feeding them right in front of a sign that says "No feeding the cats," but. She had such an organized feeding system that I'm pretty sure she was the official person who feeds the feral cats here. Yeah, it was really cool to watch this go down. But yeah, good to see you, Foot Knight. Yeah, I usually would stream at night, but I pretty much lost my day job recently, so I can stream during the day again. But I'm good. So the past couple days I've been photographing a house in the morning, and then I have the rest of the day to kind of do other work. But for the next few days in this week, I want to really focus on getting my vacation photos, like getting through them, because I've gone on so many vacations in the past years where I take a ton of pictures out there, and then I don't really go through the pictures. I made it a thing while I was there. I brought my tablet and I used the Canon app to transfer a bunch of JPEGs, and I edited a bunch of the JPEGs while I was out there. And I posted around 200 of my photos to Facebook while I was out. It was to my personal Facebook though, so it was like nothing has been on my public channels yet. Well, except for what I'm sharing right now. But yeah, I'm trying to be better about going through my own vacation photos, and I suddenly have a pretty good opportunity to do so because I'm not really doing photo editing for anybody else right now than myself. Granted, I do have a wedding coming up this weekend, which is going to swamp me with so many photos to edit from this weekend. So, oh yeah, that's right. I do expect a phone call soon. So I might have to wrap the stream coming up pretty quickly. Dang. We'll see. We'll see if she calls. It's the bride for the wedding that I'm photographing this weekend. So I will have to probably end wrap stream if she calls. The Peter Lick one, yeah. I didn't go to that particular canyon. I didn't go to Antelope Canyon. I went to Antelope Canyon X when I was there, which was a more photographer friendly canyon because they let you have free reign and go around and take your own photos. Canyon X was incredible. They really let you do whatever. Like, I mean, within reason. I mean, you don't want to like mess with the stuff and all that. It was amazing. Highly recommend Canyon X. Dixie Lower. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the cherry blossoms behind her, by the way, right here. It's so neat. So this was more the normal cherry blossoms you would see. That wasn't like big balls of flowers. It's just like little flowers along the tree. This one was just starting to bloom. Most of the sakura trees that I saw out there were starting to bud a little bit, but weren't in full bloom. But there was like so many gardens and stuff I went to that were just completely topped and would be canopied with sakura when it was like prime season. Unfortunately, I wasn't there at peak, so I didn't get to see those like just amazing sights they would have been. But I still am very appreciative of what I did see. It was awesome. Like this, for example, right here. These are all sakura trees, all cherry blossoms. Like if this was in bloom at that moment, holy cow, that scene would be so pink and just vibrant. Yeah. Yeah, that's all sakura. I mean, imagine this one right here. Like all of this is like pink flowers and it's all leading up to a temple gate or a shrine gate. Holy cow. What a scene that would be with all of this in bloom. I mean, this is still a pretty amazing scene without it in bloom. But with oh my gosh. If it was all going, this was a beautiful. I don't think the camera did this scene justice. It looks kind of mucky, but I might be able to pull a gun. Welcome back, Lobes. Oh, were you getting another camera delivered? Is that what? That was a huge koi. That's quite pretty, the scene, actually, right there. This whole area was beautiful. And then once we got up here, past this gate, it said no photography. So my next photos are outside of that area. I did take a photo of this graveyard though, which is just absolutely massive. And I kept going way, way, way back. So many ancestors in there. Just like a pretty sobering sight. Just remembering our mortality, you know? Yeah, I do a lot of HDR bracketing, but HDR bracketing is almost kind of the enemy of vacation photos sometimes, though. Because having to merge them all is rough sometimes. Adds a little extra step to the culling process. Yeah, lately I've been doing 5 bracket HDR. It's a bit excessive. Oh, these guys are really cool. Back to the city. There's a ninja on that building. See him? just full on ninja. I liked the bamboo lining this building here. That's why I snapped this photo. I was very regularly behind my family. I knew Japan was full of ninjas. Yeah. There was one little kind of kitschy store I came by, and there's like this little ninja figure in front of it. And it had like this voice line speaking in both Japanese and English. And it'd be like, ninjas are real. They are here. And like, it was almost like a place I would see on like, in like, Roswell, New Mexico or something, where it's almost like a conspiracy place. Oh, that bride is calling me. I might have to wrap up stream. So I might be on a little later again tonight. I think I'm gonna raid our buddy Foot Knight who just dropped in. He is playing some cool stuff. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta call her back. Let's raid Foot Knight. Yeah, I've been streaming now for a little over 3 hours. It's probably a good place to call it. Thanks to everybody for came by and chatted. But yeah, I've got some work to do. Gotta have a consultation with the bride of the wedding I'm photographing this weekend. Yeah. I'm gonna hit raid. Appreciate everybody. I'll see you guys. Thanks everybody for coming in and chatting. Much love. And thanks Low Base for all the gifted subs and misadventures for the bits. It was really good stuff. It's a great welcome back. I'm going to be streaming a lot more regularly again. I don't know if I'm going to have a regular schedule because my schedule is kind of sporadic with real estate, but I will be on here more. And my goal is to get all these Japan photos done and the stories told and have lots of fun with you guys. So I'll be back soon. See you guys later. Bye.